with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, guys. Got anybody besides Clarence on? Okay, here we go. Looking at the agenda, I know Mr. Snyder said that we need to make a couple of changes. Could we make those changes, or anybody have anything else to change as sound from you? Hi, Ms. Nicole.
So, the only other thing I need is the financials. There's almost nothing there. So rather than her wait till all of our construction updates, if I could move financials up right above high school dress code policy, because even though that's on the agenda, the high school is busy over there doing all their stuff, so.
So we leave it on the
Is
agenda,
that
and
right,
we're just
Mr.
gonna
Richard?
table
Y'all
it?
wanna wait on that?
Yes.
We can table it until,
So, but we have to address it there, we can't just knock it out right now.
I don't think we can completely remove it. All we'll do is move stuff around.
So we're gonna put that in place of 5, basically.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're
Right
gonna,
behind.
we'll put it right above it.
Above it,
Yes.
yes, there you go.
If that's all right.
So 4As.
Yes, sir.
Alright.
And then on the principal's report, we need to get Mr. Richards up there on the high school, right after that. So if we could get the principal report, D.
Just for him, or,
Just for high school, yes,
okay,
right after financials. So basically,
90,
moving it
right, 90, right straight up
Yes, ma'am.
behind.
Yes. And all that's literally come up today, so,
Okay.
but nothing moved off of it, just moved around. Yes.
Hi, Mrs. Art.
Hey, hey, I'm Jamie. It's good to meet you.
Oh, never. You know how I remember your stop sign every day.
I know, that's right. Yes. He and his wife and some person in a ivory colored pickup truck.
That's my daughter.
Oh, is that for real?
I tell her, don't stop at that sign.
Yeah, but you do.
She's a booby.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, it's a guy.
How you doing? Oh, look at you, you're wearing the shirt I got you last year.
Little Mag, she goes, why have you been wearing that shirt so much lately? Because it's Christmas.
Yes.
Mind your business, little girl. Alright, guys, I am sorry. I was in there just wiping down my kitchen counter, like, looked at my phone, I was like,
Okay, so we've made a couple of changes to the agenda. Okay. Moving up the high school principal's report and the financials to get Nicole out of here. Up past, right above the high school dress policy. Issue, which is number 5.
Are we not striking that, or?
We can't strike it, we have to address it.
Table it? Oh, we do have to first?
We have to
Okay.
address it and table it, is what. Okay.
Yes, because we
Just
can't
go
strike
on,
things
we're-
out.
I don't know anything.
It's moving.
No, that sounds, oh, look at you!
It's got somewhere to be too.
I love it.
You
That's
haven't
amazing.
seen, you haven't seen the best part of it.
Haven't, what's the best one?
I'm saying-
It's saying-
First
Okay, cool.
Good deal.
He's a good candy cane, you know.
Get on it.
Yeah.
You're doing great.
You did anyway.
Okay, so we made a couple of changes, or we're about to, yeah, we want to discuss, we haven't made a motion. Okay.
I'll make a motion.
All right, so make the changes
To make the
as
changes
discussed,
as discussed, yes, ma'am.
up above the high school dress code policy.
Correct.
I'll second.
All in favor? Next, item number 3. Anybody have anything with the previous minutes?
I did correct it.
I was gonna say, you didn't catch it, that's what you're talking about.
And I was
That's
like,
what
"Let's get rid of
that she sent.
We've been planting Easter eggs in there to see if she'll catch
That's
it.
right. Let's see Jamie.
Yes. Yes, there were 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did change it. Yeah, I'm gonna have questions on it, so we'll leave it out, see if everyone's smiling. All right, did y'all have any changes? Did y'all read them?
No, ma'am.
You didn't read it, or you don't have any changes?
Both.
Okay. All right, no changes. I'll need a motion to approve those minutes.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor? Perfect. Public comment, nobody on the list, looks like to me. All right, here to speak. There we go, next is, here we go,
I like it.
financials, Linda, you're up.
Yeah, so I really don't have anything on there, but I do just
Okay,
need
well,
a.
you have stuff on here.
Well, I mean, like, for clearance is the one with the big thing, and then I think that's why other questions will come is there. But the bars, I just need maintenance and transfer bars to eliminate negative balances.
Did anybody have any questions on the bills list? I did not. Budget adjustment, there's nothing really there. I didn't even, I had a question, but I figured it. I was just wondering, like, for instance, Trophy Smack, Panther Invitational, Champion, there's like a charge on the activity account and then almost the same charge on the interfund account, is that?
So we have to do it separate because there's separate bank accounts. So the activity has its own bank account
Right,
and it has its own checking number, so we have to do POs separately, and then interfund, it has its own separate account. So whenever we do POs, even though it's to one vendor, we have to separate the POs because the checks come out of different bank accounts. And so activity is the 8771, and
so
then
did you
operational.
just split it, is that the deal, or
No,
split that
so,
charge, or are there two different
so
charges for two
Emmy,
different reasons?
so the activity fund that's coming out of Amy's basketball, and he
In
does
the
that.
activity fund?
Yeah, he's doing that for his invitational tournament that he's doing. And then the other two, they have their own budget, their $3,000 budget that they can use whatever they want to use on. And so he uses those internally, like to give his players initiative, I guess, monthly, I don't know, how,
Whatever it is.
yeah. So they have their own money to spend on whatever they want.
$3,000 or whatever.
Yeah, that's their budget,
Okay.
and so
And then
that's
the
what
interfund is the whole thing, so.
the
it's
interfund
actually
is
two.
the general athletics of what they have the $3,000 to spend. And then the activity is the money that they raise.
They raised, that's it, that
Yes.
was my question. I was pretty sure I figured that out.
But you didn't know if there was a double entry or something.
So it's not double entry because it's different money, but it's
Oh.
very similar.
Oh, almost the same
376,
exact.
367, I'm like,
Oh.
what in the world? I knew there was a reasoning, I just didn't know. I just had, yeah. Okay, back to where we were. So that's all good. No more questions about bills?
Right.
Well, I did the approvals for the bar. I
Right.
do the approvals for the bars.
Do
The
first,
bills list is a second.
first things
That's our-
first. Let's look at the bars. We need a motion to eliminate all maintenance and negative,
I'll make that motion.
maintenance and transfer bars to eliminate negative balances. That's all we need there.
And then
Jamie,
I made that motion.
I'll second it.
okay. All in favor?
And then the second pages are the taxes that are coming in. I don't have December's, it usually comes this week, we're just early, so I don't have the numbers there. But these you can just, so I just give you like, the columns at the top in purple are the previous year, so I just leave that just so you can like
Thank you.
reference of what we're doing, yeah, how it's looking.
And so I looked at those too. I mean, they're still good.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, they're still good. But there's a significant, are y'all seeing a significant decrease from last year to this year?
Spending, yeah, I can say spending.
Yeah, in the revenue.
I'm talking about the
Yeah, what's
income.
coming in.
Revenue.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can, we'll get that big chunk of money when it comes in January, like that's just, we just always have that big one. But if you look at previous years, it's around the same amount.
So I'm looking at, you wanna just look.
Like, okay,
The SB9.
residential is actually, for SB9, so residential is actually lower than normal, than what we usually have. But, as far as like oil and gas taxes, it's about running from 1.3 to 1.6 million a month. So there's,
But so what I'm looking at here, I'm just trying to dive myself into this crazy
Yeah.
madness of numbers. So like right here, the SB nine, so last year to this point, we were at 8.5 million. Now we're at 7. Does that concern anybody around here, or are we just, it
Well,
just is
the
what it
big
is?
difference is the residential is what's coming in is different.
Okay,
But if you look at the oil and gas, it's about the same. I think that's what's driving our economy is oil and gas, not residential tax. So if you look at that column that's 41,110,
on this page?
on that same area that you're looking at, so at the very top of where it says 31,701 SB9, there's that box that says 41,110.
Yes,
That's your residential taxes, all straight down that column. That's all residential. And then the 1% is what the state holds, or the county holds, the next column over.
right,
And then the next column, the 41,113, that's the oil and gas. So that's.
so this figure here
That's
is
the
only
100
the oil and gas and not
Yes.
inclusive of this?
The 41,113 column is oil and gas only.
Right, but this figure over here to the right, the total, is that not a total?
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's what I'm saying, that's
It is a little bit.
8.5
Yeah,
million.
it's different because you don't have much of the residential.
Which is usually.
Yeah, and that's something that, I mean, I can't say, hey, I need more money, it's just whatever's coming in. So
Right,
of course, the oil
What
and gas
comes in, comes in.
bracket, the prices of that stuff, it determines all of these
So,
taxes.
but oil and gas hasn't gone down much, it's the residential that's gone down,
Yeah, if you look
which
at
makes a
those
few
numbers,
$100,000 difference.
just by looking at those numbers, yeah, you can see that, but I don't see that there's a concern in that because that's how we're doing investments.
yeah,
Well,
no, I'm
So-
just asking, like,
It-
I see a
Yeah.
decline, but
Yeah.
is it a concern or not?
Mhm.
Just as a.
That would honestly be a question for like the oil and gas production, like that we get from RBC.
For sure.
Yeah, and I can forge all those emails that they send us.
Heck, no.
Yeah, it's a lot of information, so I'm just
I'm not
like,
asking that.
No, I don't want that. She's just noticing a decline, which I
I'm just
see.
noticing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, I
If
see.
y'all aren't concerned, I'm certainly not
No.
concerned. It's
No,
it's
but
just,
when you look at our totals, I mean,
we're
it
still
could,
way
it
up
could, it could divide by 2.
I
and
think
still
the
be,
biggest
you know.
thing concern that I had was all these projects going on, I was like, okay, we gotta maintain, it wasn't the money bringing it up, it's maintaining the facilities. And so that's why I was like, no, we gotta do something else to maintain them because we have huge facilities. And so that's when I decided, okay, we need to do some investments here to actually maintain, because
Use interest.
That's-
I mean, that huge indoor facility, like, it's gonna be amazing, and I'm like, well, we need to sustain it.
Yes.
And then people to sustain, to upkeep it as well, so that was my
Yeah,
concern,
staff
it wasn't the revenue coming in, it's like, okay, so we
So,
have to maintain all of these beautiful facilities, how are we gonna do it?
Right.
And so that's why
you
we
have a
did that,
master plan.
that's why I did
And
that.
I'm glad you.
because if you take, the total, so let's look at the total of last year's 100%, say 26. And this year, whenever it comes in, let's say it's at 24. Okay, we could get around 1/10 of that. Because we're building buildings with this, which it's not, normally it's not designed to build a building with, it's only designed to maintain buildings, if that makes sense. So it could go down 90% and still be able to maintain the buildings. If that makes sense, yeah, because you could
Well,
go
I
down
need
to,
to hear.
you could go down from
Because
23
it's
to
not a
2.3.
substantial drop, I mean, 8.5 to 7 today.
But it's like a
Okay, as compared to last year.
each time, yeah.
And so I'm thinking, is it concern here? I don't know, maybe not.
Well, if you
Yeah,
look
I
at
gotta figure that.
November of 2024 to November of this year, it's about
Couple
200.
100,000 difference
Two,
is what I've noticed on.
I'm
It's
talking
not-
about collectively.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at,
No,
it's about 200. Cause at
it's
November,
8.5, no, I'm talking about collectively from July 1st. July to November is 8.5 million in SB 9.
Mhm.
July to November this year is 7. So it's $1.5 million just different, just coming in and falling in our lap.
Mhm.
But y'all have a plan to do it.
Yeah.
And you've got Clarence working and
Yeah,
that's all I'm listening.
yeah, we're building buildings with it now, and you
But we won't.
you don't have to, yeah, and you're not supposed to.
do it forever, right?
No.
I'm kidding.
Can we move on
Oh,
to
you're right.
Okay, yeah, okay, all right, just
I
check.
hope there was.
I thought you wasn't here.
Exactly.
All right, thank you, Nicole, for clarification.
and then we have the cash sweep of what we're receiving, or, I know you remember seeing like over 500 something coming in, but, of course, it's slower just because we transferred over that 41 million into, UBS.
Yes.
So that, this sheet is just saying how much interest is going to each of those funds based on that cash sweep. So on top of, tax money that we're coming in for SB9, we made $132,000, just for the month of December on the cash sweep. It's going right back into it. And then you have your checking account statements. And then that last sheet is UBS, and then I'll let Clarence explain all of that. We had a brief discussion on it. I'll just let them talk about it.
A lot of numbers to try to explain to me how far he's gonna get. All right. That, it all looks fantastic. Lots of goodies. Anything else for Nicole, guys?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
So we need a motion for the bills list if nobody has any other questions, any other concerns. Yes, all in favor? Uh-huh. So as far as, do we need to divert to Clarence now?
Yeah, we can.
At this
Yeah.
item? Okay.
Clarence, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay, I'll put your presentation up.
Okay, awesome. Yay. That looks like it. So I would imagine you guys, I'm one of the only things that's keeping you from getting home on time, right?
Yes.
All right, so I'll be quick.
Okay.
So I think, so just to give you an update of what's going on, we want to talk about the economy. We expect the Fed or the Federal Reserve to stay pretty neutral. We think that the Fed funds rate, which is now at about 364 to go down to about 333. We think that there's going to be another yield cut. We think that U.S. growth is going to be moderate into 2026. There might be some short-term volatility, but I think all in all, from the bond side of things, it's going to be a relatively calm year. Now, if we look at the portfolio itself, we are invested extraordinarily conservatively. If we turn to page 6, everything you need to know is pretty much on this page. So Brian, that'd be the next page in the presentation.
On page 6 or 2?
Page 6. There you go.
That's page 6.
Yeah, that's page, well, that was page 6.
Your page
Just-
2.
Oh.
There it is. Stop right there. Okay, so we own 23 bonds. We bought them with an original face value of $40,950,650. Right now, we've got a small capital gain of about $60,000 in the portfolio. The total value of the portfolio right now is $41,511,881. We've got about $205,000 in cash. Essentially, what happens with this portfolio, we have one bond coming due every month. And essentially what you'll see is, as far as the ratings go, It's 100% AA rated because they're U.S. Treasuries. If you look at the maturities, the line graph at the bottom, little bit more than half come due in 2026. We've got one issue in 2025 that's going to actually mature tomorrow. And then the remainder of those bonds mature in 2027. Currently, these bonds are paying about just shy of 3.7%, with an average maturity of right at about 1 year. So, we're slightly up in the investments, but what we're really looking at is how much the portfolio is throwing off. So we are throwing off $1,372,450 through the span of the year. If you want to turn on to the next page, essentially what this will give you is on the bottom of page 7, you see a graph that says coupon cash flow next 12 months. And essentially what we've done is we've broken out the cash flow for each one of the months into the portfolio. All of that adding up to $1,372,000. On the next page, page 8 and 9, these are the positions that you own. As you'll see, we've got cash in the portfolio for about $200,000. We've got an issue coming due tomorrow at $1.7 million. And essentially what we do is we roll that out to the end of the portfolio, which will be November of 27, unless you need the money. So Nicole, Brian, and I will chat. And if we don't have a need for the upcoming cash, what we'll do is we'll invest it out about 2 years. And then we'll try and capture as much yield as we can. So that's it in a nutshell. If you have any questions, I can certainly expand on it, but being as short and to the point as I can, that's about where we can stop right now.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Clarence.
You bet.
I'm sorry. Oh, you said you bet.
Yeah, so one of the things that we briefly did discuss was about the cash is we don't need it, so we're just gonna keep reinvesting into. So every month we'll have that talk about it and.
And see, that's good, and to look at his monthly income on interest, even if we just spent half of that, that's enough to keep up. That's why she's saying on facilities and buildings, you could spend just the interest off of the SB9 and keep the buildings, just the interest on what's invested on SB9. Because she's got, which accounts do you mainly have the investments out of? Is it SB9?
It says SB9 and operation, customer.
So that way it kind of helps you to understand that we could still be okay to keep the
We're
buildings.
okay for a while, yes. You want a master plan? Reserve. Okay, we're not getting crazy with building yet.
Well, yeah, no,
Not
it's like,
many.
it's just, you see, the public sees all these numbers on, all this, yeah, but we can't use it all for
Yeah.
salaries.
It's
Like,
all
that's-
put into different pots.
That's the thing right there, like, that's the big deal. And they don't see the numbers of, maintaining it, like, it's gonna, like, we have huge bills now, and so it's,
We have to maintain all that.
yeah, and so,
Good. So you guys have it all going on together. Nice. Perfect. So we don't need anything. This is just information, right?
Financial report.
yeah, and I just didn't know if you guys needed any other questions to ask him or don't understand some of the terminology, because I have to ask him to, like, remind me, what this means. Yeah, so,
I noticed on the back of that packet, it's got a glossary.
yes.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. Can we see Clarence? We just,
What's that?
We can hear
We're
it.
just gonna see you and not the
I
same
don't know how to
page.
do it all day.
Oh,
Maybe
right
it's
there?
here. Maybe here. But do you have yours on?
I am.
He did earlier. Yeah. There, that's Clarence.
There's Clarence, okay.
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hold on.
so fixing himself real fast.
There.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Clarence. Thank
Yeah.
you.
No problem. Happy to. And yeah, thanks for allowing me to remote in. I'm actually heading to Japan day after tomorrow, so I should be home packing. So this is going to save me a little bit of trouble.
Well, nice. For fun or for work? Just
So
asking.
I have a boy that is in the military. He's stationed on the island of Okinawa, and it's my grandson's first birthday. So I'm flying my daughter and my wife and I out there, and we're gonna go spend Christmas and my grandson's birthday with him.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, have a
Very
good
good.
time.
Yeah. Thank your son for his service.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll do. But hey, thank you so much for having me. And again, if you do have any questions, but you're too shy to ask in a public forum, Brian, Nicole both have my contact information. You can reach out to me anytime, and it'd be absolutely my pleasure to explain to the best of my ability anything that we're doing for you in the account. But suffice to say, I recognize this is real money with a real purpose behind it. It's invested very conservatively. And, insofar as being in United States treasuries, there really isn't a more bedrock investment to be placed in. So I think you're in good hands. We're doing the best job we can for you. And you're in the safest possible investment you can put these funds in.
I think that's exactly where we want to be.
Yes.
Okay,
Thank
well,
you.
very good.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Clarence. It's good to see you.
Absolutely. Have
And
a
thank you
Merry
again.
Christmas and a good New Year.
Thank
You do the same. Thank you.
Bye now.
Thank you.
Pretty good, huh? Way good.
Now he has to send us one.
You better. I'm kidding.
Sorry. Yeah.
I guess I'll name next.
Yes, sir. Handy man. Happily, we're gonna jump to principal's report, just the high school. And here we go. You're up.
Hey, do that.
Don't have to worry about giving up.
Yes, we do.
I like that.
Turn on the lights and he'll glow.
There you go.
Okay, so
Post
obviously, it's Winter Expo night.
Yes.
My
Dressed in
favorite
the candy
event.
cane suit. I did actually shop for a top hat and spent like way too much time on it.
I love
Is what it
it.
is. Mr. Little, unfortunately, is not here because he is currently inside a Santa suit, probably burning up, wishing he was at the North Pole.
Right.
But,
He's
kids are
killing
gonna be
it.
able to take
There
that.
he is.
And also Mr. Loftus, not here because he is in a Grinch suit, also taking
Perfect.
pictures.
Also perfect costume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah.
So
Thank
y'all can
you.
be-
Yeah.
Um,
Thank you for being here.
You'll see
Nobody else comes like that.
I don't think anybody else would wear this.
They was, I'm just really proud of you, I'm just really thankful for the effort.
Well, this morning I almost chickened out, I'll be honest.
Glad you didn't. You're good.
So you can see their numbers, junior high, we have 114, high school, we have 165, for a total of 279. That's a 1 student increase since our last school board meeting. Thanksgiving went well. Basketball season has started, so we're kind of ramping up, starting to travel a little more right after Christmas. Actually, Thursday we have teams leaving, but right after Christmas is like full force, we're going all the time. Explorer program. So individuals from the Lee County Explorer program came and spoke to our high school students about an opportunity for them to get a head start in some professional professions if they're interested. Those included the police department, EMS, fire, medical clinics, et cetera. So what they do is they see if there's student interest in those professions, and then they set up what they call, I forgot the word that she used, stations. And they go to meetings once a month, once every other week, something like that, and it's kind of like a pre-internship is the best way to explain it, but it gets our kids involved into something that they may want to
So
go
we
into.
just give them the opportunity and know that the
Correct, yes.
calendar's out there and come join or don't.
Yes, so, and they will actually go, like, in these meetings, they'll go and, the police officers will do presentations, say, look, this is how we handle these things, this is the law that we have to abide by, these are policies, and cover some of those basic things, so they have, a greater knowledge about that profession before they step into it.
Were the students allowed to ask questions?
They were, actually, we had several students stay after
Okay.
the program and ask some of the professionals different questions. So yeah, it was a really great thing, and a lot of our students showed a lot of interest in it, so I'm glad that they reached out to bring that here and we were able to put that on. Junior high spelling bee, Ms. Savoy did an excellent job of putting it on and organizing it and managing it. Elijah Art ended up winning.
It's so
I-
be a tradition.
I have a question, I have this, why do more kids not ask to use it in the sentence?
Yeah, is that
Why
bad?
are they not asking? Because they were told, I know.
Yes.
What were they?
So there were some words that I was like,
If they would've used.
why would you
they
just
would've
ask
used
for
it.
a sentence?
Cause I'm just
You know,
wondering
the-
why they don't ask, like, I would just.
Like one kid said, Mrs. Boyce said, chance, and the kid just right off the bat, CHANTS. And she said, no,
Use it in a sentence.
CHANCE.
Yeah.
Totally different word, but it sounds exactly the
Sounds
same.
the same.
Sounds like
I was
might need to have a
Just saying,
conversation.
yeah.
One word she said was faraway, and there is no such word.
It
as
was far away.
The word was far away,
Yes,
but
but she said faraway. Even I was like, that's the
And
only thing I
that
can
little
do is
girl lost
spell.
out on that.
I know, I was like.
So, yeah.
But she didn't ask to use it in a sentence, and I would have been interested,
Yeah.
I would use it in a sentence.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
There's no
Otherwise,
such thing as a faraway that I'm aware of.
And I was like,
Maybe I should get out my list.
I was thinking about like
Sounds like a
golf,
movie.
fairway, or, it's like, what?
Fairway.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway.
congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. This is my.
Good luck. So when,
I'm
Wednesday,
January 12th.
January
This is my third, this will be my third kid. in the
But
meeting.
what I was told that yes, they do tell them.
Yes,
to
oh,
use
yes.
sentence.
They do, I think sometimes
can
they get
ask.
nervous
Yeah.
and they forget certain Savoy also has some nerves like pronouncing words and things, so.
You
You
know,
know, it's an experience, it's a good experience for all,
for sure.
yeah,
because honestly, our kids don't have a lot of situations in which, unless they're involved in theater or something like that, where they're in front of people
On
talking.
stage,
Yeah.
in front
And they're
of-
the only one, they're the center of attention at that time, but.
And some of them may
And
not
they could
care about
ask
going
some
around, they just want to get off on stage.
Yeah, they were shoved into it.
well, yeah, some kids, honestly, some kids just do it because their teacher offers extra credit if you'll participate.
Yeah, so then they'll.
That's fine,
Do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
So, congratulations to
Yes.
Elijah.
Yeah.
Again, he will attend the Lee County Spelling Bee on January 12th in Hobbs. Our runner-up was Uriah Mays, also did an excellent job. This past month, we had a CTE consultant named Sharon West, come to the district, this is a part of CES's, CTE initiative. First time she met with administrators and kind of got a feel for what we're doing and what we want to do. The second time she met with administrators at the beginning, and she went into the building, she met with, cohorts of students to get a feel for, okay, what, things do they like about school, what things do they not like about school, are they engaged? What are their favorite programs, get a feel for what would they like to learn, what are they interested in either going to college or going into after high school. And so that was really good for us to see. She observed a lot of our systems and procedures and things that we do in our building. So I look forward to using her as an excellent resource in the future.
So was she part of the sports program as well?
No, she's, CS has like CTE initiative to kind of bolster CTE programs within schools.
Okay.
And so, the first time she came with David Chavez, the president of CES, and they both met with us. And so this last time was also a part of that initiative as well.
Yeah, and she's kind of consulting with us, like, ask the kids what they wanna do more, that, see what they want, that kind of, that's right. And I was like, yeah, that's right. And so she's giving us the good, like she's going in there just totally impartial with CES and kind of troubleshooting everything just to see. And some of it's uncomfortable, but it's just where you need to grow.
Right.
Sometimes it's not always perfect and
You have to listen.
you gotta listen.
Yeah.
And one of the
Hear 'em
things,
out.
right, exactly. And one of the things that I think makes her a really good resource is that she has experience putting together these types of programs, including internships in smaller districts with far less money than we have. And so sometimes I think we think, well, that's a big undertaking, are we gonna be able to do that? And she kind of has, where do we even start? Well, she has where you start because
Yeah.
she has done things like that before. So I do think she'll be a really good resource in the future. And finally, Winter Expo,
Woo.
currently going on. Culinary department has prepared some amazing food, which I did not taste because I didn't want to get my suit dirty before this. But please, if y'all get out early enough, stop by. We're gonna have music, we have games and door prizes and contests. And actually, we have 120 little tiny rubber duckies that are either in a Christmas tree costume or dressed like a penguin,
Oh,
hidden around the building.
okay.
So every time somebody brings us 5, we give them a prize.
Nice.
So, yeah,
Work our way.
yeah, go find the little tiny rubber duckies.
Like on the trees.
Yes, so, we try to kind of expand a little bit. Teachers are there to kind of show off student work. It's presented all over the place. Our industrial arts program has Christmas decorations. They're available for a donation. So a lot of things going on. So please come and visit and it's one of my favorite things we do all year.
Same.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Is it a common there?
We're ready.
In the commons area.
We're gonna go
Right.
buzz through this. Yeah.
Well, that's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Rick.
Thank you so much.
Good outfit.
Thank you so much. Okay, back to zip, zip, zip. Here we go. So we are at item number 5,
Board of Finance.
high school dress code policies.
So the high school obviously couldn't be here, so.
They're busy over there.
And so if you guys would mind taking them.
Anybody?
And I probably won't see it on there unless high school
I'm
requests.
gonna make a motion.
Yeah, we gotta make it a motion.
I'll make that motion. I'll
Thank
second
you.
it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Yes. RJ, you're up. I don't know.
Don't have any action
Okay, show me.
It's good to see you all.
Hey,
You said candy, man, you're talking
Merry
about
Christmas.
chocolate. Oh, okay. I didn't wear the suit or.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas for sure.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Enjoyed the year and we got a lot going on and
Thank you.
hopefully we'll finish up some projects
Yeah.
for Christmas presents, yeah.
We gave you the money
We're gonna
last
start
time.
here, I guess maybe I can, you take that, if I can
Very good.
click through it quicker and not be worried about telling you page 6 and 4.
Okay.
All right, on the athletics, obviously, there's been things that have been added and changes made to the athletics, and seeing some of the sidewalks on the north side are looking really good, and it's really coming along, and the elementary and the area between the gym and the press box, like all that area is really coming together. So I think once this is done, it's gonna look just all nice and new and like it was always supposed to be. So I think
Have y'all seen any of that? I haven't, because you can't see it from
Yeah,
outside.
yeah,
Been
so
back in
if you
there.
get a chance, you kind of can go walk around, I think it's okay, you know, since y'all, it's all projects. So it's looking good, it's coming along, and hopefully they'll be finishing it up in a few months, with some of the athletics there. The elementary, they're still waiting on glass so that they can finish enclosing the front area, so it's looking like it's probably gonna be August before the kids can move into the elementary at this rate. They've been having issues with getting materials and issues with the state getting permits, and it's just been one thing after another. So right now, if they can get glass, then they can probably be done by summer, but right now they don't know when glass is gonna get delivered. So they're threatening the
manufacturer's life as much as they can. But they also don't want to push too hard, because if they go to the next guy, they're probably 6 months to a year
Yeah,
now.
it's the end
So
of the
that's
year.
the hard part, is that the glass manufacturer knows that if they go to the next person, then it's even worse. And so that's the elementary. The baseball, the concession and everything, the restrooms, they're almost done. It's really just the parking lot that we've been waiting for the city to give us all the specs on the road. We've got that now. We think we're gonna be able to kind of work that out, since the road's not gonna change too much. And so should be able to finish baseball pretty soon.
But so no progress on the parking lot since last month? You just got
No progress on that,
clearance
so we got,
and
well,
came to an agreement.
we got verbal clearance from, the city's representative, JD,
Right.
that the road's gonna stay pretty well the same. He's supposed to send us the actual drawings that show that. So we're still waiting on the actual drawings that show that. So we'd like to see the engineered drawings with grades on it that say what it's gonna be, We'll take his word for it, and we're kind of excited about that, but we'd like to actually see it before we tell them, go ahead and install it, because, all it takes is a couple inches here or there, and then their road, versus our new parking lot.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Then we're finished.
so yeah, we're still, are kind of on hold, but sounds like it should all work out. Junior high edition, that one's moving along really well. It's looking good. That one's looking like it should be by this summer, finished, if everything falls in place. Oil and gas, they're still just waiting on, a couple of final items. The state inspector decided to rule that it's a shop versus a classroom, and says that all the plugs need to be GFCI, which they're changing them all out, which I've never had that happen, because if it's main use is for the instruction of children, then it's considered a classroom, but it's gonna be a little bit safer, so it's not a big deal.
It's not a big,
No, it's not gonna be a major cost, it's
It's
just a little bit of time.
I really can't understand why the state is throwing so many curveballs at us for a school.
Yeah.
I still don't understand why we're doing
They're
that.
still mad we have 4 days.
I guess that's. We have the money to build it.
Yeah, I don't know, we'll just do it and move on.
Right.
And then I think we just got the 88 parking spot, and then the electrical meter.
And what's the oil and water, oil and gas with the water meter, what's the latest on it?
We're supposed to get it Monday, but
I haven't got it still.
Well, can we do it with a 3/4 inch, or does it need to be 1.5?
we'll have to go to 1.5 inches. We're already set up for 1.5 inches. It'd be a huge change order, not huge, but it'd be a change order to switch it back over, because we're already set up at 1.5 inches. If we go 3/4, we won't have any water pressure. So we gotta maintain what we've got.
Where did that breakdown come from? Was that why?
I come to the park.
No, but the 1.5, why did they not have a 1.5 inch today when they showed them?
I don't know, that's a city.
So, I mean, a lot of the stuff
That's
we.
the problem right there, is the city.
That's what I
Yeah.
was, yes.
Well, that's what, a lot of this stuff has kind of been designed this way and given to them when the project started. They just don't look at it until they're like, okay, we're gonna come and inspect. And then they said, oh, no, we don't like it this way. Like, why do we give you the access to the drawings, and why do we go through permitting and all that if you're not gonna look at it until it's, affecting the
so
project?
how do we get better at making our business happen with dealing with
I
them
mean,
like that?
if they would actually sit down with us and review it, but they won't do that because they don't have the time to,
Even set up bus, we're
Yeah.
here.
yeah.
Every
So
day,
they don't wanna do it until it's a fire, or until they're ready to inspect, they're not gonna look at it. And that's when it affects us. I mean,
that's a pretty big point to know
yeah,
around here.
yeah. So, I mean, if you can, but it's unfortunately pretty common in cities that they just,
All cities, not just here.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just,
With most cities, they, until
Better a
they're,
little more.
and until they're ready to look at it, they don't wanna, spend time reviewing
Because they don't have
drawings
to.
and stuff, because they don't have
look at our
to.
new mayor on it.
They get their fee and everything either way, and whether a project opens now or a month later, it doesn't really affect what they do.
Okay,
I know.
there's ways to
Yeah,
get a little more
We got
attention.
school to do.
yeah.
Okay.
So hopefully, this, like I said, it's supposed to be today, but we'll see. hopefully tomorrow.
Well, we get that water meter, then our biggest problem is with that is all these inspectors, they're all on vacation or.
For sure.
And the person
Holiday
from the,
season now.
the inspectors come from the state, or, you know, Albuquerque, or Santa Fe.
Okay, so we're prepared for a little bit of lapse of nothing happening, just a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, it's fine.
Unfortunately.
Okay.
Bus barn's coming up, you can see some of the walls if you drive by there, indoor athletic facility, we're waiting for steel delivery right now, so hopefully that'll, by around January or so, we'll start to see some of that steel show up. And then the master plan, I think y'all already talked about that today with the survey. I've got, pictures of some of the, it says current pictures, but of course these are from like a week ago or so, but there's your baseball field house out there with restrooms and locker rooms. There's the parking lot that we were talking about. Let's see, there's some of the athletic progress there. So that's actually the concrete alleyway, and this is some of your drainage in between the gym and the press box, and then just some of the new sidewalk that's behind the concession over there. And then the slab of the indoor athletic facility, if you haven't been
I have
able
not
to
seen
get on
that.
top of that, you gotta go get on top of it because it looks huge, and when you're on top of it.
I see what percent in the pit.
Normally
Weird.
Normally the slab looks smaller, but it looks
Yeah.
even bigger.
Yeah, like the bus barn slab looks kind of small, and it's gonna have, 5 buses, but that slab looks big.
Pretty massive.
And then the elementary, so you can see some classrooms have carpet, cabinets. The only reason these don't have the ceilings is just because the inspectors need to look up in the ceilings, but if they could get their inspections, then they could actually have the ceilings installed. Oh, that one does have the ceilings now, okay.
But it's like the hallways.
Okay. So just some of the progress there, and some of these floors haven't been installed just because they need to finish some of that, other work in some of the other areas, but it'll go in pretty quick. And then, there's your bus barn, and by now it's actually
There's
going
a
up,
lot more than that.
quite a bit more than that, yeah, I guess you get to watch it, you can see it
Yeah.
right out your
Every
front
morning.
door window.
Every evening or.
Yeah, oil and gas,
It looks fantastic.
yeah, looks really nice.
It's like that counter.
We're gonna do a grand opening in January.
Yeah. Yeah, so it looks like really, it looks like, that metal building looks quite a bit nicer even than y'all's, vocational building.
Yeah, it really turned out nice.
And then, y'all, I'm sure you drive by the junior high,
Junior high.
and that, the testing conference center classrooms are looking really good. The commons is gonna be really nice. It's gonna be, the classrooms are nice and good
It's
size.
gonna be massive when you drive by it.
Yeah, yeah. Then obviously the admin vestibule, just waiting on the terrazzo. Yeah, terrazzo tomorrow.
Yeah, that'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah. Anything that I missed, I know we're still trying to finish some of the fence and some of the pavers on the north side of that athletic field, kind of wrap up some of that. Anything, I know there's things kind of happening.
Is there anything on the old gym floor?
The old gym floor,
We're still waiting on some moisture tests and, some third-party moisture tests, and we're thinking we got some water coming up through the slab, so.
Do they think there's a water leak underneath that gym or what?
I don't know, I mean, that, a lot of that stuff goes back through John, we just hear through there, and we're waiting on some testing.
You
I don't think it's fully dry yet.
No.
The old gym floor flushed and it warped the floor so that they're testing for humidity and so humidity seems not to go away, it stays there, so that we don't know if there's something
Coming from
underneath.
somewhere.
There's either water
Yeah.
getting trapped somewhere, or there's water coming in from somewhere.
So if they replace the floor, we're gonna be back at square one.
Yeah, I don't replace it till we know what the problem is,
Yes.
so. Yeah, I think there's talk about doing a core in the slab to see if there's water underneath somehow coming up.
There's water underneath the slab.
Yeah, so that's the next step, is to core the slab and see what's going on. It's
So,
coming from
Y'all
below.
on it, it's,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. It's
we'll
not-
wait to find out
It's not really neat.
what the situation is.
Yeah, for sure.
I was just asking because of that side, because I mean, we need a third gym.
Yeah.
You're right in basketball season, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
horrible. Luckily, we're been playing like this
Yeah, yeah.
and not let everybody's schedule to play joust, I think we'd be in trouble.
Yeah, yeah, no, so we need to try to
Just put on-
hurry that up. I know y'all are not.
Because now we have a C team also. So we have varsity, junior varsity, and junior varsity,
Yeah.
and then 2 junior highs.
Just keep pressing forward.
Yeah.
Thank you, RJ.
Yep,
Thank you,
yep,
Roger.
for sure.
Thank you.
Go play outside at the lake.
Screen all set.
Just let it run here, they'll get warm.
We're on the lake one time.
Stay for New Year's or?
That was, we have the update from from last week. Thank you.
You got good.
See ya.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
RJ.
See you next time.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Coffee too.
Be safe.
You guess.
Okay, so here we go down to item number 8, correct? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
Thank you, girls.
Thank you so much, you guys. Keep at it, keep pushing. Mrs. Comer, do you need to be somewhere? Do you want, well, we kind of already,
It's already kind of,
It's already-
that's that agenda item.
yeah, we kind of already said that, so.
She was in a pre-IEP.
I was in the pre-IP meeting,
Okay.
but we got done kind of late, but we had to do it because we actually have the meeting tomorrow.
There you go, okay. All right, we'll be fast. Thank you.
No worries. Yeah.
Okay, item number 8A, district housing quotes. Housing variance at Old Elementary. Mr. Snyder.
Okay, so we have the same quotes, I'm gonna leave them on there until we get our policy figured out. The reason why they're still on there, if you look at item B,
Yes,
so there's nothing really to decide on A, but it
Right.
goes with B, is do we want to submit a minimum bid of 22,000 for 2 lots out there? If not, I asked them if they would do the free deal, no, they said no.
No?
it was $1.
I know, it was $1 on the other one, the other piece. But they said they've already got 10 sold and that they're selling. I can't believe it's great.
That's
They're
amazing.
actually
That is
building
good.
stuff on there. So do we want to buy 2 of the lots there at 22,000? They were kind of telling us we can get in and get them for the minimum. And Second Street lots will be about the same thing.
Have we already
20,000.
secured the duplexes that we want to do?
Yeah, that's why I have the quotes there. So the
This is
duplexes
the
we
same
want to
thing?
do are the same as what we already have.
Right,
No, no.
Get that. What I'm
We
saying
have
is-
not secured the property to put the duplexes on.
Oh, that's what this
Thank you.
is, that's what this is.
That's what this is.
To get permission to buy it and put them in the bid in is what I need.
For $22,000 a lot, you don't want to.
So they get $44,000.
Or do we even want to do that? I mean, we need to look at,
Yes,
again, the
We
rest
saw
of the
figure all of
story.
that.
Do we need more?
Yes.
we will, yes,
We're not 100% sure about that.
we will.
Well, as long as we keep giving it away for cheap and,
Well, I'm just saying, that's why the staff is here. You're not gonna have them to stay here if you don't have housing. Decent price. I mean, we can go up on it, yes, but you need something for them when they get here. Or, because now we're looking at CTE expansion. How are we gonna do that with nowhere? I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, there's nowhere to go with people. I don't know, unless we had something here for people to rent even. There just isn't anything. I don't mind. I think we need to be more market value on the rent, where we're, closer, but, I mean, they're renting houses for $2,500.
What is it now, Ron?
It's 500 for the first 3 years, and it goes up to 800 after.
it's at the back.
Yeah.
500 a month?
Mm-hmm.
RVs don't even go for 500 a month.
The RV spots,
I'm paying $600 in Carlsbad for a spot right now.
Really?
how much?
$600.
It's
Just for a
$500.
spot. It's my physical. But it's $600 a month for the spot.
It's just for spots, park your trailers.
So I don't drive home every day.
Don't call my sister.
I left it at home. I pulled it out from October's meeting.
What was it?
It showed the rates and
Oh,
it's in
That's
here, isn't it?
$100.
Am I
Not
just looking at
refundable.
it's under, oh,
You should be able to
This
do
one?
that.
is that house?
Yes,
Especially
It's here.
It's here.
It's here somewhere. Right here. It's right
It's under AC.
yeah, so it's right here. It's in the packet. And here,
The very first page under at the bottom of the rental
this
rate.
is the big number here. You're 1, 2, 3.
I mean,
So the question is, right, if y'all are thinking like I'm thinking, do we want to, I understand you want more housing, and we want me to bring highly qualified teachers and staff in here. 100% we do. So, in order to do that, now that the city has done away with that $1 a lot to buy back what we gave them and all that crazy, now it's up to $22,000.
isn't
I
that,
got a question.
Well, yeah,
Who makes the decision on the $22,000 purchase? Like,
I'm sure the whole
The city.
council.
I guess the council does.
I would
is that who
imagine
we're
the whole
talking to?
council.
Who are we talking to?
Yeah, the council, I
I'm
addressed
not
the whole
talking to
council.
anybody,
Okay, that,
And then the city manager,
but is it the city manager or is it the council?
kind of the council, that's what I addressed last time. They all said 22,000.
after they know it was given to them?
Yeah.
But I mean, is that in
should we go
black and
back
white?
next month?
Yeah, can we all vote?
That's the minimum bid, that's what they said. We
That's
can offer
for
lower,
anybody.
but we probably won't get it. That's a, I mean,
So on this lot 19, 20, that, those are the two you're wanting, right?
Oh,
yes.
I didn't even look at that map.
Yeah, the math on there says.
So you're
I saw
wanting,
it,
we're gonna set up one duplex for both of those lots, so it'd be 2 houses?
Yes,
So one duplex,
one duplex, which is one building, which is 2 houses.
they won't be back to back.
Which is what we have now.
They'll just be this way.
Facing whatever street.
Right, facing the softball,
Oh, Iowa Street, I guess.
Facing Iowa Street,
yeah,
yes.
facing the softball park, the farm. And that's the cleanest way to put them, rather than
I
trying
think,
to
I don't know, that kinda just rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah,
Surely,
I mean, we just gave them on that property.
I know.
We did, but. the
yeah,
school-
well, sure, yeah, the school, but now they wanna turn around and hammer us with $22,000 a lot.
And they're blaming it on, I'm gonna say foundation work,
They
Well, I'm
but
gonna tell you,
they've done some work,
They
and
have.
if they get it back on their taxes.
Them houses that the
they're paying.
city's building, they're not gonna sell. They're gonna be $440,000 a piece.
jeez.
We don't even care about that.
Exactly. So why are they holding on to the
That's not our
land?
business to,
Why are
we're
they trying
just
to
here
sell
trying
it
to
back?
figure out what we're gonna do.
for that?
I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know what their game plan is.
What is our other option? You said,
The Second Street lots are 20,000 apiece from Woolworth.
Right south on Second.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be 100% honest, I'd rather give it to Woolworth than to the city.
And if y'all wanna do that, we can do single units or a double unit
That's just my opinion.
My opinion is we're not building in that,
on that street.
we're not investing that kind of money into that neighborhood. When we already have a situation established out there at the old elementary that I can be proud of.
And, yeah, agree.
I mean, we're spending other people's money, we're spending everybody else's money, so.
But don't we have housing already there on
We
Second
do.
Street?
Yes, we do.
Prior to what we did here, prior to the
Oh,
duplex
before?
situation.
Yeah, we have 3 houses there.
On this side, right?
And the houses themselves are decent enough, but
Right,
Where are the
that
lots?
street's awful.
With the neighborhood, yeah,
why not lot
When
18
you're
and 17 where it's closer to our duplexes?
Where,
it may be sold.
let's see, 17, 18 is the ones that we're looking at.
You have on here, check mark 19, 20.
No, that city checked off what all they were actually fixing to build on.
Oh,
I didn't.
I thought you
yeah.
marked.
No, it's lot 17, 18, I'll put
Where
it there.
are other ones at, Brian?
Right there, lot 20.
Lot 21.
Right here is where
Oh, so
ours are already
currently.
built, they're built.
17,
here,
18 is
here.
directly west of there.
So,
And it
okay.
faces softball park. It's the only 2 left on that back street.
Okay, I thought we were like.
So 17, 18 is what we are looking at,
Yes.
at
It was like
22,000 apiece.
They said there are 6 sold and 4 more in the works to sell, and 17, 18 is not on the list of what's sold. That's what I asked them.
Well,
And if they're selling them at,
if that's true,
They're
they're
smaller
selling
lots,
fast,
too.
and if we
Yeah,
think
they are
we're gonna need grab
So these right here that are already sold, they're already been built on, right? That's Will Green's house, right? I mean,
Douglas.
Douglas.
Well, yes, it is.
Okay, all this right here is what the
What's
city,
The lots of the cities are 3 and 4.
yeah, Boo,
Blue.
Hollywood.
And that's his is on 16?
His is on 5 and 6. He's 5 and
Ah,
6, and the
Minnesota,
city is
you're
right beside
you're
him.
right, you're right.
Facing Minnesota.
Yeah, based in Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm not real keen on paying anything for them, but they are, so.
I agree, we need to do something.
Well, if they're going that fast and those are the only two left,
On that end,
we better make a decision or somebody else is gonna take them.
and that's good, I mean, I hope they all develop, that's.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
so
if we,
this might be out of turn, but do we have the list again that you're gonna
Yes.
provide us with?
it's right here.
Should be in the very back.
The very last thing.
It'll stick together.
It's already- Okay,
I
so,
gotta do something.
I know, and last month, or when we went through, when we had the doubles and the singles and all that business, and here I am, lost again. Give me a minute. Okay, is this the situation?
Right, I was looking at the same one.
Okay, is that the situation, or is it this one that's a
The
situation?
floor is.
Okay, Laura, so where are we at there?
So
Can you speak about it?
what I can say is the ones that have been, that might be empty, might already be full with replacement people.
So nothing will
So
change?
basically, for two, sometimes you're gonna have to have two different houses now for two different jobs. They won't be married, it'll be two separate houses now.
Mhm.
See what I'm saying? But then on the other ones, won't change. On the other ones, it's just a replacement for that house. So overall, we don't look for any
Here's another one.
change.
Is this the appropriate time to mention this or no?
Because that probably will go from needing one to needing two.
Right,
See what I mean? Depending on,
yeah.
I mean, usually it won't be the same person that comes in married to the other person.
Okay.
And so instead of two and one, you may have two needing each
So
needing.
based on this current list, you're still telling us that you're,
Not right now, though.
but if we,
But if
If we
we
give
want
it
to
the
go
go.
in on CTE, or if we were needing to add a shop teacher, a welding teacher, or somebody, then we would need a house. I mean, we would still be okay for now. You
but
know,
next year, these are obviously gonna change.
They'll be gone, yeah.
And this process isn't gonna be like,
It's
we're having help in 6 months,
No, for sure.
so.
No, by next year, everything will kind of cancel out what's here, and it'll kind of, you
Be
know,
the same?
it's different names.
Kind of, right, but kind of be the same. But
In fact, we might have one as a cushion, but I'm not sure yet, depending on a few of the situations.
well, that kind of evens out the
You know what I'm
situation.
saying? Yeah,
Having a potential cushion
right.
versus jumping into building, and it's
Yeah.
kind of a wash. So what do y'all think about back to item B, which is submitting a
I
bid for
think-
$22,000 for a lot to, 2 lots to continue what we're doing? One more time.
I'm a yes for that, to purchase. That's my opinion, yes, because we're gonna, and I know we might have a cushion, but in the situations that are happening now, you know, like he says, we might not receive a couple to replace a couple, if that makes sense. It might be two separate families. And then with a shop teacher or the C-Tech, whatever, new stuff coming in, and what if we need somebody and we're out of room? But I kind of thought about what you said about not wanting to invest in this part of town, rather over there, you know what I mean? So
The
I
nice.
agree, yes, I agree on that 100%, even though kind of put a bad taste in my mouth for that, but I think.
Well, if you were building individually, where would you build? At one versus the other?
Over there, yes,
Just for investment
sure,
purposes?
sure,
Nicer.
100%, yeah, more, nicer.
And completely workable.
Hold its value,
Yeah.
for sure, better, but. Okay, so what do y'all think? Anybody, what are you thinking?
I'm for it.
You're for it? Mr. Chavez?
I am as well.
All right, all I need is a
And we
motion.
need to do something.
I'll make a motion,
I'll second it.
All in favor?
alright. That was B, correct?
Yes, that was B.
And y'all are okay with, lots, was it 17 and 18?
17 and 18.
17, 18.
Okay, is that the lots?
Yes.
So everything else on the ground is sold?
There's 10 total, the ones that are check marked are actually gonna be built on soon. The other 4, he didn't say which ones, but he said there's 4 in the works.
So
Deal.
this is Boo's house,
Yeah,
and those
Boo's,
two
and then-
cities,
and then
yeah,
those two
those are already in.
Those are already being developed, and those
These are
are about to be. I
already-
know.
This is the schools.
That's
Yes,
four, this
yes.
is what we're asking
I
for, and
bet,
there's
I
four,
bet
four
she's
others.
probably talking about that.
Yeah, so.
And in the long run, I mean, even later, in 5, 6 years, you could still do Second Street if you wanted. You still have
For
that
sure,
option.
if we need it.
If you need it. I'm hoping that we're gonna equal out at some point where we don't continue.
I agree 100% with
You know,
that.
where there will be somebody leaving that will come, and then somebody coming into this town. You know, where we have enough to do that.
Yeah.
Keep on, keep on. So Eunice is up to 23 now. And we're at 17.
What is it?
And
They're at
what's
23
their
houses.
enrollment?
They have 150 more students. So, yeah, but I'm just saying,
We're keeping up,
fortunately, we're keeping up.
I agree.
Yes. But it gives us that leeway, when we say, let's pull in on the CT and let's go look for somebody, I don't know if you're gonna be out of it, I don't know what it is.
When would, and I don't know if I'm asking this right, but Sandy,
You're good.
when would it be good to talk about this?
Yes, that's here.
It's on the agenda, give me
Okay,
just
okay,
one,
okay.
it's actually next, and I had a question myself about it. Sorry, well, it's great, it's right here in front of me.
I'm gonna find it for you
What did
again.
I do with it? I had it. There it is.
Yeah, it's right here, let's see if I can stick with it.
So much paper.
Exactly. Okay, so next up, I'm sorry, we're done with 8B, right?
Yes, ma'am.
On to
Yes.
8C, district housing policy number 3, read. Here's the staff housing agreement you have in front of you.
So like,
We discussed it, and we talked about, man, I think we got our feet wet, and we did a great thing for lots of great teachers and staff and administrators and even other employees at this point that are reaping the benefits of decent, and reasonable housing, more so than anything else in town, honestly, as far as rental property. But, here we come to, once again, we've already decided, last meeting or 2 meetings ago, we've already decided, we've got to
it's too low.
increase.
It's
It's too low.
It's
We've
too
got
more
to-
normal. rate.
Otherwise, we have teachers in there, go back to your list, that've been there in 5 years, 5 years.
Well,
So-
also, we don't want, say somebody's coming in from units, right? Say we just get, we don't want one just saying, I'll take one of those, they're so cheap. No, we want it where it'll be like, at least they would think about driving from units to, where you're not like just constantly, oh yeah, I'll take one as my weekday getaway.
I think that's where we're at now, because it is very well paid positions and
Yeah, they're paid good enough to
I
pay
feel
their
like-
normal rate.
why wouldn't we go there? We're getting this much and then we're getting yours for free. I mean, hell, I'll do it too.
Yeah, we pay better than they do,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely. They make
Insurance?
very well, and I think.
They just started doing 100%.
And-
They're copying us, they're catching up to us because they got,
We're still ahead of the game.
yeah, we're still ahead of them by several thousand on their salaries.
And I think we did some things that brought some people in, but I don't know if I need to say this, but did it because of the funds and the position that we could put them in and make a little bit of bank and then see, I'm 100%, like when it's the same, see, that is, I mean, hell, that's unreal. What we're doing now. I mean, like she said, I agree 100%, did some good things for a lot of folks to get going. Sometimes you gotta do that stuff, but you can't stay like that forever.
Well, yeah, I think you guys could definitely get more aggressive on the rent, just more aggressive is what I say, like instead of 3 years, my gosh, maybe the first year they get here and then start going up immediately after that. You know,
My only
The
concern
question
is,
is, what would the cap be?
yeah,
I don't know why there would be. I mean, if they're continuing to make bank,
sure.
working for this district, and their family is flourishing, man, as long as everybody else's rent's going up like this and they're trying to live in this neighborhood and they're living in the best housing in the,
Can I fill out an application?
Yes.
so, okay, so my question is, this is where we're at now, and we've been here, we've discussed this figure schedule many times, but I was reading it today and it says that that the board will have this schedule out on or before May of the May regular meeting, so we really are gonna have to buckle down, because these guys are already under contract and they're set for the year.
In their yearly lease,
For
it's
this
a year
year.
at a time.
Yeah.
Yes.
And maybe even if they sign it every year at May, so we're not
So
gonna,
when's the end of the year?
May is, or June.
End of May, 1st of June.
Yeah, contract renewal, all of
Contract
that
renewals,
stuff,
all.
so it all,
So we would be able to change it until then, correct?
correct, for those that have already signed a contract and they're there till the end of the year.
Yes,
So
they're on a
that's-
yearly contract, yearly lease on the house.
So,
So we gotta move.
we've talked about, increasing and leaving people in place if they're still employed and they're valuable, and I guess that's a judgment call. If you're keeping them on staff, they're valuable to you. So no matter how long it extends past the 5 year, 6 year, whatever, I think we still need to address that. When we're paying
Yeah,
crazy money,
and then
I mean, it's
after,
great money. I mean, it's money well spent for teachers, highly qualified teachers and staff. I mean, hardworking,
and the district has the
highly
funds.
educated.
But see, if you notice, the first 3 years are the same on purpose,
Uh-huh.
because that's all that they can stay.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's as needed. So the district could literally, after the 3rd year, say, we need the house, somebody else is coming in.
That's already in the policy.
Yeah, it's already there. There's an out, is what I'm saying. So that's why it was the same amount the first 3, that's why it doesn't change. That's what it was, that's why it's been that way, so.
Are there any teachers that we have that going up would put them in a bind?
No, it depends on what you mean by, it depends on what you're talking about going up. I don't think you should jack it up so high that they're trying to figure out how to pay it, but I think it needs to be higher than it is.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there's no place you can find for that.
Mhm.
I mean, I see on Facebook, people renting a room
Mhm,
for $1,000 a month.
mhm.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, that's crazy.
We're talking,
You don't even get a room at the Hilltop for that.
Right?
Yeah, and our
not
houses.
all of them, I take that back, because some of our homes are,
Used.
these houses, yeah, some of, not those.
And we,
This one, yes,
so for
those are
instance,
homes,
sure.
those are all new.
For instance, ours go for
These are
$950,
older.
my family's, and they've been redone, they're all new. One of the teachers, Miss Parsons lives in one,
Oh,
and
nice.
then another one, Miss Sines lives in another one. I'm just saying, now 2 out of the 3 out of the 5 have teachers in them. And they're about $950 is what we charge for a 3-bedroom house, which
For a
is still.
3-bedroom,
Mhm.
1-person family, single,
Yeah, 3-bedroom, 1 bath, yeah.
okay, so that
And that's-
to me is apples and apples.
Yeah.
As opposed to just,
But that is just we don't do the 2,000 a month that people are trying to greedy. I don't believe in that. We've never done that as a family. So what we do is just keep it normal prices where somebody could still afford to live
yeah,
You
well, I think
know,
the school should do the
there.
same.
I think the school should do it. And then that makes it where it's not,
It's not our
where it's
money,
fair. It also makes it
So we looking for just for a straight,
taxpayer money.
just a straight fee, no matter how many years they're
No,
in?
no, no, no,
Or
no.
A graduated rate.
Yeah, okay,
Because we want to encourage them to,
yeah.
like say,
So where do we
find
wanna,
another-
where do we wanna start then? What's the number that you think?
you just said for a 3-bedroom,
$950 is what our max for a 3-bedroom. Right now, 850 for a 2-bedroom. So
the little duplexes are 2 and,
they're 2 and 3, they're 2 and 3, and
I
then
know, but they're 2-bedroom,
Mhm.
2-bedroom, 1 bath, 2,
they're 3-bedroom, 2 bath.
3,
But they're 1,100 square feet, they're smaller than those.
Yeah.
They're perfect size, really.
Yeah.
The ones on Second Street are a little bigger.
I think we just have to come to reality and get a little closer to,
Yeah, but where do we
The
wanna
norm.
start that number at?
Where would,
Do
where
we
do you
start
want?
at 500 and just go up at 150 every
I
year?
don't think so.
Start at 6, start at 7, where's that?
Although I
Where's that number start,
know
where
it's
does it end?
I really like the hook to get them here, and it is very effective, you gotta be careful on that one as well.
Yeah.
You do what you want, but I'd be very careful, because it will help our, when we
push
don't
people
have to have the money, it doesn't make sense to, I'm sock it to you by the time you get here, but then, yeah, go into a normal rate, but just go slide into it. Instead of,
Exactly.
instead of here, it's 1,000 from the time you get here.
No.
You know what I mean,
I'm not
like
saying that.
something to.
That's what I'm trying to get, is what number we're gonna start at.
Way.
So, say 7
I like 750
to start?
to start.
I wouldn't even say 8. I mean, come on, these people are making, especially when you're hiring highly experienced, I mean, they've got 20 years behind them, even more.
Mhm.
Come on. I know what they're making. We all know what they're making.
Yeah, we know what they think, yeah. So what do y'all wanna start it at?
What do y'all think?
I was thinking 700.
Same.
Okay?
750.
700's easier to divide by 2.
No,
Get
it's
out of here,
not.
bro.
It's
We do.
the same thing.
We do-
But I was also
we do-
thinking that there needs to be a cap or a time limit on it. Because it's not like they have an option of other housing, right?
Yeah.
You know, so I was thinking there should be a cap of some sort. Like
Oh,
we shouldn't
a
go
rent.
over.
Yeah,
Not just
what's
accumulate
the max?
$100 a year, and they stay here 10 years and they're up another
Well-
$1,000 a month in rent. I mean, that's not fair either.
No, but
Not for what we do.
there's all kinds of, I read this, how many pages?
Yeah.
It's a lot of pages. I've read it before, but I went through it today even more. And there's all kinds of clauses about ways for us to get out.
If the district needs it.
If the district needs
After the
it,
third
we can
year,
kick it
all
out.
bets are off.
Period.
So where do you wanna max it out at? And that was-
Exactly.
So
Yeah, like,
either, if the district needs it and they don't,
yeah, but
Why?
let's say we don't need it and they're not trying to buy. They're just renting,
Right,
or they don't have credit, or they've made bad choices and they can't buy.
Yeah.
But there's nowhere else to go, and we just keep raising their rent, and they can't afford their rent no more, now we don't have a teacher. Now what do we do? I understand that, we'll find another one, but maybe the best decision isn't finding the new one, keeping the one we have happier.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
right. But it's kind of, we have an out just going to year 6. We're already there. We don't have to discuss it, and it's an annual contract anyway.
But do you guys wanna
So-
start
I
it at
understand
7 and go up to
So-
what? What's the max?
Yes, what's the max number, like, that's what I'm trying to.
Okay, let's start at year 1,
700.
700, 750.
So whatever, I don't want to do 750, 700. I say 750.
I say 700.
I say 700.
Okay, year 1, 700. Year 2,
750. I mean, we have it at 500 for 3 years.
okay,
Yeah.
750, are y'all good with that?
I'm okay with it.
Okay. Year 3,
800?
okay. Year 4,
I think this is where we need to realize where our cap's gonna be.
850? Yeah, I think you're getting to it.
just
Yeah.
continue the pattern,
Mm-hmm.
850. Year 5,
100?
900.
okay,
And then it caps at 950.
Cap's at 950.
okay.
950 max, so.
I'm okay with that.
That's a little more fair to the community, because you gotta answer to them too. But you guys are on the right track, because it's not fair to offer them for 500 forever, basically. Whenever people like me and you, we all have mortgages and, or, we're paying, I understand that too. And it is a little more fair to say, oh, well, they're paying like a decent rent. It's not like it's free,
Yeah, it's not,
you know?
I mean, they have lots of benefits.
I can see both sides, but I do want it affordable where they don't wanna go anywhere.
I think those are good numbers.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you guys are good with that.
All right,
then
let's stick with that and have all
Vote that
kinds of
in. I will
assurity,
change it on the deal. Yeah.
all kinds of assurity built into this contract anyway, that it's revisited every year at the end of the year. Right, and either you like it, we need you, or we don't. And moving forward. Everybody good?
I'm good with it.
Okay, I'll need a motion to adopt those numbers.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Okay, 700 year one, $50 a month, up to 950 max.
Yep.
Okay. I wanna make sure I get it right in there.
Get your own.
And since it's the third read, I'll have it all in writing for you next month with that.
All textures?
What's wrong with you?
Okay, I'm glad we finally.
Yeah, I'm glad too, because
Should have
that's.
gave one, I'd just given you his box.
Oh, okay. Next, here we go. Item number 8D, which is staff and visitor conduct policy. Did y'all read that? I'm not sure why it's not here, but you can explain.
So this is as per the request of our insurance company to have a document that actually has a checkoff list on, where is that? Has a checkoff list on staff conduct.
Contractors coming in to work,
Yes.
second page of this,
Okay, got it. Staff,
second page, yeah, the check,
conduct with students.
checklist.
Yes, ma'am. And on
Contractors
page
coming in,
two,
being around students.
Sure.
and-
anybody, even new employees, even at the, so you know how we have the whole staff meeting in August? The whole staff gets it too. Anyone in contact with children, not only do they need to do the FBI background check, but they do this. Are you guys okay? Because we can write it into policy, you guys can.
I
Absolutely.
would like that, yes. I thought we already had.
No, well, it's not ever, it's like all scattered, where this would be, it's all scattered, where this is really nice and neat on one page. We have little pieces that are addressed here and there, but nothing, you'd have to read a phone book. And where it's kind of nice to, here's your checklist, I better not do these things.
Yeah.
Most people know,
And
but
they
you,
sign
Straight to
the
the
name.
point, I like that.
yeah, that's to the point, yes. You're right.
Okay, did anybody read it, look it over, what do you think about it? Disagree to any of it?
So number 9.
Number 9, let me look. Yep,
I was just gonna say that.
oh dang. Yeah,
To never provide students with my personal phone number, email address, or social media links, unless it's school related,
Unless.
issues approved by the administration, and includes the guardians and the communication.
I have a question. Would that be part of the youth sports group?
No, that's not gonna do
That
that.
has nothing to do with it, okay.
Not school related.
But that's why we have,
It's only on-
that's why we also have those other apps now, Parent Square.
Yeah.
Parents, see, and I was gonna say, I would say before Parents Square, like, how are we gonna communicate? But now we have it established now for, it's time to use it if you're not using it, teacher. That's what, you know, it's so easy with Parents Square. And everything is documented that you do. You, why wouldn't you want that as a teacher? To me, it's kind of scary and shady if you don't want to use it.
Sure.
Because I would as a teacher, like, yeah, everybody, come on, see.
Okay.
Practice is at 6, you know, that kind of, you know.
So say Miss Comar is on TikTok.
She's been on it right now.
I know, I got rid of it, I don't have it anymore.
Oh, okay.
You do, you
And-
online?
I am, and one of her students follows her. Is that an issue?
If what now? If she's on TikTok and a student follows her,
I'm saying like, so she has her own TikTok account, I'm not saying she's just scanning
did she
TikTok.
invite them to join it?
And she's
No,
not
somebody
invited.
just went in there like, so, I like. it.
No, that's
Oh,
not anything they can control.
Okay.
But if they would have went in and said, hey, join my TikTok,
Okay.
now that would be creepy.
Okay.
You know, if it's like in the creepy meter. I don't know how to explain it, but I know it as an administrator for so long and as a teacher. What is over the line creepy? Like if somebody invites you to be on their TikTok page as an adult to a child, that's weird. You know what I mean? Like what's the, you know?
But it doesn't always have to be creepier.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't have to be, no.
What if I was a teacher here, I knew one of my students had, questions about the Bible, I'm like, hey, I do all these Bible things on my TikTok, you should get on there. I mean, you know what I mean, like, it's subjective as to whether
So
or
we
not
as a
it's creepy.
teacher are telling them to get on a religious.
Oh,
You
right.
see, this is your point, this is your exact point
Right.
right there. That is it, that's what
Right.
she's saying, like, she's not trying to be. Exactly. That was exactly it.
Yeah. That's a negative.
I say if anything, if grown adults reading all of this and everybody is socially aware of all of the social network
It kind of,
crap. It
common
kind of opens
sense
your
and-
eyes to say, you know what, you could be in trouble if you sign your name down here, and you do any of that.
Well, okay,
They
let's-
could drag your ass into.
That's like saying, Mr. Little, somebody comes to me and blows the whistle on something that he did.
Yeah.
And it results on him getting disciplined, and then he takes it out on that teacher, I mean, this is possible, this happens every day. Number 14, I can take action on that, but without that number 14, it's kind of iffy on whether you're gonna get sued by that. I mean, I'm just saying, that's what happens, that's why NIMSIA is so keen on it, because it covers their butts too. To know this is all board approved and in board policy, that they shouldn't be doing.
I like it, I agree with you.
So is there anything else you guys see that you're like, what, that's kind of
I
borderline?
think it's pretty comprehensive and.
And it does give you an
opens up
administrative
people's
override.
I mean, there's just some things that, I don't know, like, there is a particular teacher that my kids are very familiar with, very comfortable with, and if that teacher gave one of my kids a ride home from school, that would be totally fine with me. But on a list like this, that teacher could get in trouble for it.
If something came up.
Right
So-
here, guardian permission,
Okay.
proper authorization.
Say you give them,
Yeah.
so,
Hey.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say, you as a parent can override any of it. If you-
Like, you can make it
Yeah.
okay here, like, with the elementary, we fill out a form every year that gives permission to certain people that can pick up your kids.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go
Yes,
there, guys.
it is possible, but it just needs to be documented,
Okay.
you know,
Okay.
because that's what happens,
I'm good with it.
say you can ride with them, well, something happens, it's all of a sudden not okay, I get $1 million payday because I'm not okay with it, but I was yesterday before something happens. I'm not as a parent, you know.
Right.
Well, wait a minute, if that's documented somewhere, it's on you as a parent.
Yeah.
You're the one that let that happen,
Mhm.
and you have the letter that says that it's okay for, you know, that's, and it's documented and filed in the office, that's all you need.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Well,
We're not,
That makes everything better.
and I just don't want it to take that personal touch away that we do have sometimes between
Oh, for
staff.
sure.
Staff and students here sometimes do have a special
Yeah.
relationship, and I want them to keep that.
Yeah.
But I also want to cover our little ones.
So
I
that
mean,
way
there's
you're
some boundaries
covered.
even with that though.
Yes.
There's still boundaries.
There's boundaries, and it does have things where I can make exceptions if it's something, like that kid has no car, they cannot get home, the coach is taking them, okay, I'll sign off on that. That's the way I look at it, the parent did too. Parent said it's okay, I said it's okay, fine,
Documented,
Add it to
yeah.
the student,
documented and done, there's no,
the student forms at the beginning of the year saying,
yes.
is it okay for a coach to give you,
Mhm.
you know, in that sport, for that sport?
Right.
Say basketball coach needs to give your student a ride home, is that okay?
Yes,
Mhm.
there are extenuating circumstances, and I think that's what Ms. Arkle said.
Especially when you get home at 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
Please take my kid home, I will leave the door unlocked.
So I think it's just insurance underneath us to
Mhm.
See what
protect in
Sure.
case something happens, but most of the time, that situation will last.
We're kind of lucky.
Okay, so do we need a motion to approve that, adopt that?
Yes, ma'am, because
Bring it in?
some of it skirts outside of existing policy, and it's not
Okay.
that kindly written in our policy.
Okay.
And we can even go into policy and insert these and then have the list too.
Okay,
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
all right.
As a Mr. Monty.
All in favor? Item number 8E, which is land lease on First Street Alley. Back to that.
Okay, so the
Tell me what the
250,
latest is.
the 250 is too steep for them, because they said it's just weeds.
What is it?
So what do we want
Okay,
for?
yeah, you're gonna have to back up here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
explain the deal.
So they wanna put goats or chickens or horses or pigs over there, right down the alley here on First Street. The school has a couple of lots right next to the Mundo,
Oh, my God.
and they're wanting to lease that.
And they put next to their house?
I see you all the time.
It's across from the house. It's in the alley. You know where the pins are?
Okay.
Right next door, the school has 2 lots in there, which is about a quarter of an acre.
And who wants to put them in there?
Van and Mundo,
Yeah.
Bustamante.
And they work for the city?
Yeah.
Negative goes right.
Okay. So the 250 is too high, that's just what it is. All I'm saying is,
The 23,000.
yeah, that's to me, the 250 is not too high, that's just my opinion, y'all already asked me.
It's $250 a month.
It's about a quarter of what we're charging for the land over there by the clinic for Mr. Baeza. His is times 4, and all that he's getting is a piece of dirt too.
What do they
I was-
want this piece of land for so bad?
Goats, chickens, pigs,
Okay,
Ranch land.
Right down the road.
ranch,
yeah, so,
somewhere to put the cows.
Nah.
Okay, so you're good with it, just 250 is it? Okay. 250 is what
I
I
thought
thought.
250 was cheaper when.
I thought it was pretty decent, so if they want to do that, then that's fine. Okay. That's
Well,
all.
you're the one that threw up that 250 figure,
They come off their
Based on
22.
the other land.
yeah, so,
So, yeah.
okay,
That's
so
what
we're
we
just
think.
gonna nix that idea?
And I can't substantiate it, but there's rumors about the clinic, interested in that land that we leased to Pfizer right now. So, just letting you guys know if it comes up.
Yeah, okay, we don't need to know that.
Okay. It
Okay,
is.
so as far as item 8E,
Mhm.
the answer is no, I mean, do that thing.
Okay, we're done. All right.
Okay.
That's all I needed. Good.
Okay,
Mhm.
on to item number 9, new business, master facilities plan survey.
Okay, so we are in the process of working on our master facilities plan with the survey. And you guys, this is just informational right now. You're gonna kind of start seeing little pieces come out on that master facilities plan.
And I don't think I was here for the last one.
Oh, no,
So
it's
go
several
ahead,
years
you
ago.
did
I
it.
wasn't here either.
Oh, golly,
It's been several years. It's been updated, but it's the same one that was
I
done.
thought Jim said he was here for the first one.
He was, and it was comprehensive, meaning it was like from scratch.
Yeah.
Like, what do you wanna
So-
see, what are we
They
gonna be
went
dealing
like-
with for the next 10 years?
Brick by brick through the
Yes.
buildings.
Yeah,
And that's where we're at, kind of developing it right now with Parkville.
okay.
So you'll know where we're at. And the surveys and stuff like that will be next, public meetings, that kind of stuff as well.
Asking the community, what do you see,
What do you guys want to
how do you
see?
feel?
Now, we did the
What are your
strategic plan,
questions?
but we'll have it, yeah. Okay, did y'all get the questions? Yes. So if you look at the
Not the
questions,
sweet
Yes.
sauce.
kind of looking over, was there anything else?
Silver cans.
Was there any other question you'd like to see on there to the community?
Gosh,
All like, see, because we have it, we're trying to cover everything here, and this is not the student interest, it's what the community interest is.
Right.
Sometimes it varies a little different than
So would this
student.
go on to parents?
Yes, it would go
Or
straight into our,
anywhere
it would go straight into our first, so sometimes you want to hear from both groups.
Yeah.
Number one is current parents, that's through Parent Square. Number two would be like Facebook and putting it out to the public. We kind of want the survey to have data from both,
Right.
so you guys can look at it from both areas, just to let you know. So we're looking at right now.
Okay. So this is informational only,
Yes,
just
ma'am.
to
It's information
get our
only
feet
to
wet
kind
and
of
what's
give you an
coming.
idea of what's coming.
Okay,
I mean, should we send it with something like, hey, this is what we already have? We've already implemented or implementing, because like the oil and gas, that way they don't say, we need oil and gas tax. Well, we have that, but they just don't know it, like,
They
it's
just
just
don't
not in
Yeah,
or uninformed, you know, could we
Yeah.
say something like, these are our current,
Yeah, that's a good idea.
and we're looking for more insight.
yeah, this is what we currently have.
I like that.
Good call, Randy.
Current offerings, and then future offerings.
There you go.
and addressed in the survey.
I think that's great.
Because we'll end up getting the same thing over and over, we need
Band.
Welding.
band, welding,
Yeah.
shop,
And
like,
we have
we
that.
have that. I know it don't look like it, but it's there, it's
Well, yeah, a lot of
being
times people
better
know what we're
than
doing behind the walls,
Yeah.
you don't see what we're doing every day.
A lot of people don't, my parents don't, they just don't keep up. And it's-
Well, and as you can see, nobody comes to the meetings to ask questions.
I talked to a lot of kids that are really, really excited about shop.
Yes,
Mhm.
they love it, yeah, me
I
too.
would,
Yeah, me too. Welding?
it wouldn't help you.
I've never wanted to, never will become a welder, but they sure like to art that stuff.
So I had, the kids, I asked them for like a little place to put Christmas cards for a church. I said, they said, could you get a box? I said, I think I've got a connection to get us a box. I was just thinking of a little box to put the with nails all in it, real cute and splintery and stuff. The box I got looked like the elves made it, and I don't know how they, in 4 days. And I thought, how did y'all do this? And the inside's painted gold. I said, and I said, Coach Rush, you didn't have to do this. He said, I did. The kids did this. I was like, how did he do that? He said, I've got a good group right
That's it.
Oh,
So the stuff they're producing
send
is
us
kind
a
of like,
picture, I wanna see
okay,
that.
Well, we're not
They did all
gonna
that.
put stuff in our house.
yeah.
Little lanterns.
The stuff they're producing is kind of next level, where I'm gonna
Yeah, me
go,
from my wife, I came from Kendra,
Good
I came
teacher.
from Maverick.
Yeah.
My wife's
Yes,
like,
that's right.
hey, my wife said, hey, just stop, you're gonna have a whole alphabet for yourself.
Jim's gonna get a random picture of a ball. I just sent it to you, what it looks like, it's amazing, it's got gold inside.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, so anyway, things like that they're doing are pretty cool. What we're gonna do, okay, I'll tell you in my report.
Okay. Next up, 9B, turf, more turf.
Okay, this is turf this is all the yards at the new duplexes on both sides, this is not, and
On both sides, or on the, you're gonna
The backyards.
I was
No,
gonna
the
say,
backyards.
wait a minute.
Get it, and turf. So, it came out in 28, AK sales was 90 something. So we were like, this is stupid, so we went with more of a residential company and solicited several of them, this is the one that gave us a quote back.
Good move.
So, I was like, it's like 70,000, I couldn't believe it, I said, let's see it, it may not make a difference, it's 70,000.
Yeah.
And new tractor.
Right?
And you don't have to mow.
I look at
Well,
You don't have to mow your yard.
It's not that stuff. Yeah, I couldn't believe it either, that's why we got, Dusty, let's get another quote or two, he said, I have a couple more I'm gonna ask, so that was the lowest out of the quotes we could find, which was all 8 of them, which is really not bad for.
On landscaping like that, do you have to
In the
have
back.
like a state approved or anything like that, or just, cool?
Landscaping.
Yeah.
Front gravel, back's turf, kind of what we're doing with all of the houses.
Yeah.
Front gravel, front turf, back gravel, or front gravel, back turf.
Yeah,
No watering, so that's good.
I like it.
nice.
Do we need to make a motion?
Nope,
Just let them know.
okay.
Oh, you don't?
Oh, wait, yes, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Yes, you
okay,
are.
now-
It didn't sound like you were asking, it sounded like you were done deal.
It's not, though, that was just the best quote.
So I need to make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor,
Oh, yeah.
last and turn.
Yeah. Open turf.
All right, 9C, items for future discussion and consideration. Anybody, anything?
Well, then,
No?
I do have this stuff I'm gonna put into there, also I'll redo the staff housing with the new prices.
Okay.
For y'all to look at.
So back to the minutes that I was gonna question you about. Mr.
Yes.
Schneider will have both leases at the next meeting.
Both leases at the next meeting.
For that property on First Street. Mr. Baez's, did we need to see it?
Well, the only way you would need to see it is if you were gonna give a lease to that First Street. Cause otherwise it's just a plain, yearly lease. Do you wanna see the yearly lease?
You were going to update.
Yeah.
Baez's.
Oh, the Baez's.
To renew it, because it was,
Yeah, you,
needed some addressing, is what it said.
it does. Let me have it on the next agenda for approval, because it needs to be approved to renew it for a year.
Okay,
You guys still need to
There
approve
was
the
an
renewal.
issue with
It's 2,000 a month, is that right?
1,000.
1,000 a month, okay.
It needed updating.
It does need update, it needs to be re-approved.
So, okay, we bypassed part of that conversation.
Okay. Did you get that one out with Basil's? I let you got that, because it needs to be on.
well, guys, we're not gonna make the winter expo.
But we're.
It's
just about there.
Yeah.
Please call her, won't take long.
Okay,
No.
nothing for future discussion,
No,
anybody,
no.
anybody complaints? Come in, let's see, good stuff, all right, let's go, Mark, you're up.
Actually,
Sorry.
I am pretty quick, because I gave this information to you guys last month, and it's just a recap of it, it's basically the December calendar, I think I gave you to pass that on, I will speak quickly. We've only lost one student since last month, and, we did our retakes, the school wellness program for the staff, we had our Lego League competition. At the time that I was writing this, did not have the results. I believe that we had some junior high students that qualified, so Mr. Little actually covered that. And then, pre-K Christmas family night was December the 11th. Tomorrow is our elementary Christmas program, 5:30 in the auditorium. It's first and second graders. You guys are invited to attend. And,
I'm glad about the time on it, because I was told 4 years.
oh, no, it's at 5:30.
They told you that, so you'd be on time.
That is our problem. That is our problem.
And
Yeah, she's asking what time she's here to get.
100%.
What's your excuse?
Absolutely.
she's probably not wrong on that. And then elementary spelling bee, since Wednesday we get out early, our spelling bee has been apparently moved to 9 inches at 15 a.m.
Yeah.
I'm 15. And then, December 18th, Bright Beginnings Family Night. That one, I didn't have the time when I printed this.
Do you know it now?
Pardon?
Do you know it now?
Yes, you can, let me get that. And then, so my intention was to wear this to pajama day for school, because the kids love it, you know how that goes. And then run home and change, so I can presentable here. And then this,
Pajama days do y'all have?
pardon?
I said, how
Every
many pajama
Monday.
days do y'all have? Is it every Monday?
No,
Oh, okay.
but it was for the month of December, and only because they're raising money for student council t-shirts.
Oh, okay.
That's why, yeah, they're raising money.
And the cuisine with kids, what day is that?
I'm sorry? The cuisine with kids, that's this week. That's the
Different
parents and the
grades.
guests are invited to eat lunch. Today was
Wednesday.
4th and
Is it
5th.
Wednesday?
It's every day. 4th and 5th was today.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, 2nd and 3rd. Then Wednesday is kindergarten and first.
Oh.
Pre-K on Thursday.
Yes.
Okay? And so those notes went home through Parent Square from us and from the teachers. So we made sure we went out twice. We're just gonna do that from now on.
And then somebody will still say.
I'm sure they will. And then math testing completed, we're now just doing the few makeups that we have. And so we should hopefully have the results for you guys next month.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
Hoping for good results.
Right, and we did talk about,
We
we
are.
did talk about doing their best, you know, really encouraging the students to do their best. And so what we're going to do is, for the end of the year, we're going to promise a pizza party to the grade that performs the best on their MAPS test.
Yes.
And just to keep them incentivized.
Yeah.
So that's all I have. Did you guys have any questions?
No, ma'am, thank you.
Okay, that was it.
Thank you for jingling. I like it.
So, yeah, so the kids are pushing it, and the little ones, how does it do that? How does it do that? And I said, my elf put magic in my mouth.
Ours was named Sparkle.
Ava's name was Marshmallow. And I apologize,
Sparkle, that name?
Sparky, and Ava has a girl elf, so hers is Marshmallow.
Well, my daughter does the moving of the elf, and she is very creative and like happy about doing it. She makes a mess every day.
Without permission.
Yes. We
Yeah.
can't say nothing. We have to
So
like, look at this.
Hey, the first day, Lord,
That's
my wife put
yeah.
flour from the front door all the way to the kitchen like snow. Well, I come out there before Terry makes some coffee and I'm barefoot and I walk in that freaking flour. Oh, and that scared them. I know what I was saying. I was like, what the heck's trying with iodines everywhere. I'm like,
I sent Caitlin really easy ideas, yeah, so there's no message there, and I'm sure she's so creative, I bet there are some things that she does.
Yeah, she can be a pain because she'll make a huge mess and then she'll go, I didn't do that. She'll come in, boys, look at what your elf did. And our sister just like,
I love it.
Well, and you know, the other thing is I apologize for, you know, like that PIP meeting, it was not supposed to take as long as it did, but, it did.
oh, this is
Like,
It's really good.
Hurry up.
No, that's right.
This is really good too.
Oh, I didn't think you'd say something.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Yes, it's very good.
Mr. Schneider's getting this. Yeah, he's getting ready. He's not ready yet.
I thought he already did it.
I know, right?
We should adjourn, right?
I'm just doing this and going.
There you go. Thank you, Mrs. Gilmore.
Thank you, ma'am.
I know, I was, when I walked in, what's her name was sitting there, and I thought he was gonna say, hey, never mind. I was gonna say, you want me to sign something real quick?
If I don't see y'all before Christmas, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Thank you for everything.
Oh, congratulations on your new baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he is so chill, and they needed, the first one's on maintenance. So
Oh,
they needed a baby. The first one, Catherine, she's so smart, because she is high maintenance, and then this one's a boy, JJ, and he's a chill baby.
That was Chloe and Josiah.
Nice.
Chloe was
That was
very
me
high
out for sure.
And Josiah was just like, I'm good. I'm gonna destroy everything, but we're good.
Oh, yeah, so Morgan was in labor, and he showed up early, she was in labor 3.5 hours, 6 pushes, he was in.
Good man.
But she did get a hernia from pushing.
She pushed too hard.
She pushed too hard, so yeah, she got a hernia, and so now she has to have surgery, which is crazy. I didn't even know that could
Do
happen.
such a thing.
Right? Wow.
Nice. Good to see you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
You bet, you bet.
I ran out of toner this afternoon, Shelley just put it in there.
You are up, Mr. Snyder.
I thought you already gave it.
No, don't do that. No. Okay, so, the National CTE Conference. So after we got back, of course, the unit superintendent went, and they're the closest to us, they have resources too. And, I started talking to them because he said we're way ahead of them, and they don't know what to do to try and get caught up with their extra offerings and things for kids to do. Well, I kind of had a suggestion, but we're gonna have to run it through both boards, not really for permission, just to let you guys know what's going on. What we're thinking about doing is combining resources for CTE offerings. So basically, if we have 4 things to offer, they'll get 4 things to offer, and our kids will have 8 things they can go do. Some of them will be reliant on driving. So if you're gonna do, let's do an internship with a restaurant for culinary. Well, you're gonna have to drive to that restaurant, and we've gotta let give the kids permission to drive. I was talking about that logistic thing, because traditionally, way of thinking, you gotta have a bus. You gotta, no, you don't. If they have a driver's license and they wanna do an internship for a pathway for a career, we can let them drive there. Technically you can. So there are a lot of school districts that's what we do. We just have them sign a waiver and they can drive us.
When I was in high school, I went, I went to a program the last half of the day, and I was responsible to get myself there.
And that's the thing. So it goes into that differentiation. You can't possibly have 15 buses running to Eunice and Eunice running to JAL every day. But now if we have freshmen, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, even we're looking at junior high things to do.
Oh, wow.
Then what we're going to need, I was saying CTE expansion, we have another position, Mr. Richard and I'm so excited about this because he's like the perfect person to do this. He knows people in both districts. He's gonna work with them to the point of being hired by them as well. So Mr. Richard would be split between JAL and Eunice to run all CTE. So he would run all of it, both places. He would have administrative authority in both towns. So that way he could get into their schedules, we could get into their offerings, and we're not duplicating services. There's no reason to have FFA at both. They have a great FFA, we know that. Wouldn't that be cool if our kids could go to an FFA program in the other town? I mean, that would be great. And if we had something for freshmen that don't drive yet, for instance, that's when we could have the transportation block, where Hobbs bus drops them off for 2 and 3, comes back through and picks them up. That we're thinking about things like how to make that work with what our existing infrastructure as far as transportation. Then when they do internships, they scatter to the 4 winds, because you may have one student doing an internship with an oil and gas company and one at a restaurant.
Yeah.
And then a third one with an electrician, and then a 4th one was Lasco Construction. Lasco has wanted to take some in for summer jobs and internships as well, if they want to be in a construction trade.
Really?
So we're like, whoa, this is really starting, you're gonna see a mind-blowing thing over the next few years with our school district. It's kind of blowing up into not just college, just a lot of different career pathways. And so it's pathways versus electives. Where an elective is like, I love that rocket program. Well, it's just a 2-year, it's not a pathway to anything, but it's a great thing to learn math and skills, and wonderful as far as kids, they still need to do things that interest them. But then they also need to think about things that maybe they want to go into a career. Even if they don't go into that career, they could go into something close to it. say, welding, well, that could be other things that they could do in the oil field, not just welding. There's different things that it will help them. So at the end of the pathway, we've also got to do, what's the internship, what's the end result? What we're gonna do is copy our oil and gas program the way that it was put together with industry partners. Everything that you do with Career Tech needs an industry partner. So if you have oil and gas companies, those industry partners, there's like 5 of them on a board of different, like Devon Energy, big oil companies. They can tell you what they want those kids to know. Then they can offer you can offer a pathway, well, an internship with them. Like you will go out in the oil field and things like that where we're just barely scratching the surface of what we can do. And since CTE is so new, I was talking to Eunice, we're thinking, man, we can probably get away with a lot more because it's so new. There's not a lot of shackles put on it yet. You know how the state, they love to get involved and screw everything up? Well, this is like us, we're gonna be able to
They don't know about it yet.
No, and no one else is doing this where that involved, where there's like 8 different career paths for 2 small towns. It's not unheard of. We want to go above what they're doing in Hobbs, because what they're doing, and nothing against them, but that career high school in Hobbs is kind of pigeonholing themselves into different trades. Like they've got this huge setup for electricians. Well, we're kind of thinking of going like more broad with skills like AI. So AI is another thing. We're going, well, right, it kind of blows your mind. But the artificial intelligence aspect will change every job that's already out there. So how do we get the kids on board with that, and how to use AI by the time they graduate? And then AI will help them even do a resume. It'll help them with their job every day. It's just mind-blowing for us, and it's hard to even wrap your mind around it. There's so much changing in the world.
Carolina doesn't. She's over here shaking her head.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But anyway, it's crazy because there's just so much you wrap your mind around. So that's what I was going to tell you on it. Next month, the meeting is Martin Luther King Day. Martin Luther King. Would you guys like to put it the Monday before, on the 14th?
Tell me if it's on a Wednesday.
No, the 14th is a Monday.
Yeah, but on the thing, you have it on the 21st.
Week before or week after, what would you guys rather do?
Probably week before, because then I put 2 meetings real close to each other.
Yeah. Right now, it's about a month
Right now,
away.
it's about 4 weeks in between.
Okay. Okay, so I'll put it on.
Oh,
Dan, why did you put that 121?
yeah, you've got
Just
121 on your paper.
Do I?
The 19th is.
19th is Monday, I put it Wednesday.
Okay, yeah.
You are right, Miss Jamie.
We can do it on the 21st.
No.
Now,
You were right on it being an MLK Day.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, whatever that Monday is, we can't do it that day, the
it's
19th.
19th.
Yeah, so is it okay on the 4th, on the Monday before, what day?
The 12th or the 26th,
I
y'all
won't be
decide.
here, I won't be here at 12, but.
Just do it.
No, no, we need,
The 12th for sure, no.
No, but Emma, when are you gonna be back this year?
No, that's well, I just gonna be competing in that spelling bee.
All right.
so, yeah,
And this is
we
a
hope to be there, so yeah,
year thing.
26th.
26th.
Yeah.
Done. I don't know why I put that.
Yeah.
That was rude of Mr. Snyder to say that, huh, Mr.?
126, 26.
26, 26.
1/26/26?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and my last item, have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Snyder.
Perfect. I'm trying to get all this back into the next meeting. Y'all are gonna be busy.
We have all kinds of time off.
You got all kinds of weeks.
Oh, okay, thank you.
All right, hey guys, we still need to make a motion for this.
Yes, we're not done yet. We're not quite done
We
yet.
have 5 minutes to go to the next.
Are you ready to make the motion?
Thank you, Mr.
I'll make
Snyder.
that motion.
I think.
Thank you.
All in favor?
6:55.
Thank you.
Miss Amy, good job today.
Pray for our fellow farmer. Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Let's pray for our stupid country right now. We got
Yes.
a mess going on.
Everywhere.
The last few days have just been
Something's in the air.
ridiculous.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So much death and
Hey, look,
devastation.
Praise the Lord that,
Not only in the country alone.
that National Guardsman is walking and talking.
Good.
Right.
Man, it's a crazy world for